Okay. Probably not gonna be talking much this session anyway, so it's like fine. This is just gonna be like a short spamming Wappy 5 attempt session, I think. Nice. Roll time? I mean, yeah. Hi, Amsterdam. Spine seemed like so much more of a threat to that. Am I just like not doing my strat right, or is this just a weak state? Sounded like crazy taxi music before it didn't. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember what the Crazy Taxi OSC sounds like. For a second I thought you meant Crazy Bus, and I was like, hell no. Oh, is it? I think it's the same settings as usual. I'm just like physically talking quieter than I normally do. Yeah, I haven't like changed the settings. Maybe I'm just like further away from it? It might just be that I'm like further away from the mic. Move away from the mic to breathe in. Okay, I moved closer to the mic. Is it like closer to what it normally sounds like now? Wait, is it like not possible to get the fight start slide in refights actually? Is that like a property of the ice before you enter this room? Yeah, I think I'm just quiet mode activate for like no real reason. The mystery ailment that makes you speak like 30% quieter. Side note, I kinda like psyched myself out for a second today, because like I wrote down the wrong date for one of the days on my sheet, so I thought I only had like a day left to get a VOD because it was like January 6th. But I didn't have a January 6th session. The session in question was on January 8th, and I just wrote January 6th out of like absent-mindedness. So it actually was like 4 days early on like downloading the VOD before it goes. Thankfully, I've never let a VOD slip this grind. All of the stream VODs are uploaded on the VOD channel. Hi, Pixel. I'm just gonna be spamming Wily 5 attempts today, because I don't really have a whole lot of time to do anything more meaningful than that. Maybe I can get Wily 5 2x tonight. Do I not have Shuffle on, or is this just the craziest... Oh, wait. I remember what it is. I remember what it is. I just have the entirety of this album queued up, and I forgot to get it out of the queue. That's why it was just giving me, like, the entirety of Schoolgirl with Spiritual Addict. I will fix that. Actually, I could just clear the queue, and then add the one song I actually want to listen to from this album. Where's Delicious? It's like the song right after this, so I could have just clicked skip, but I didn't feel like it. Okay, it's here. Girl who queues. Oh, hi. I'm gonna level with you that I died there because I was looking at chat. Like, entirely. I didn't even see the telegraph in my peripheral vision for the first one. Olo. Wait, Amsterdam, I have to explain the Olo thing to you. Yesterday, I was getting rage baited by, two people during the Porygon fight saying that a sprite that is literally the Earth is actually the moon. And it's like, the sprite is like almost entirely blue, and then there's like gray/black bits that are like the landmass of like Asia / Australia. And then at one point I was like, when you look at the Earth, you look at the Earth, it's like famously blue. And then we got into like a whole debate about that, because like it's not blue if you're like physically like on it, but like if you're looking at the totality of it, then it's like mostly blue. So like in exasperation, I was just like, when you look at the Earth, is it more blue or green? And you're all wrong. It's actually Olo. They don't want you to know this. And I was just laughing so hard at the premise of the Earth being Olo that I lost like an actually good attempt of the run I was going for. What if the Earth was Olo? Like, legitimately, I just could not focus on the fight properly, and I just, like, got hit on like, base fight teleports. Side note, I am, like, so excited for when I'm, like, gonna be able to explain all of, like, the niche, like, the minutia that goes into this grind. What is that? I haven't gotten it, apparently, gotten it in a while. This is such a fucking good pre-chorus, dude. While I was getting all the stuff out of the queue, I, like, spoiled myself on some of the songs in the queue, so, like, I know what's coming up now. I could probably do another shuffle, but it's, like, good songs, so I don't really care to. Dude, one of these days I need to make a lock-in playlist that isn't just gonna make me, like, bawl my eyes out if I'm, like, on pace for a thing. Just, like, sheer, like, no emotional attachment lock-in playlist. fucking like Gangos or Noise of No Sun or something like that. Cause like, I am like thinking as far into the future on this, but like if I were to hear this on like Wily 4, or like Minus Infinity or something, I would just like, I would like think about the idea of clearing to this and then just like bawl my eyes out before it even happens, and then I would just like get hit to like Chimera Lot or something. I wouldn't even get like a Super Shadow attempt. Getting consistent at Super Shadow is gonna be so fucking evil, dude. There's a non-zero chance that's gonna be the hardest thing I ever have to get consistent at in a video game, even including like stuff that I'm eyeing up that is probably harder than Minus Infinity no-hit. Like, getting any semblance of consistency on Super Shadow seems so, like, insurmountably hard, almost. Honestly, spamming Wily 5 Frag just like kind of seems like a beneficial tactic in general, because it just kind of like maximizes the amount of Robot Master situations you can play. Could I have slid it into the boss cave there or something? If I can, I might have to try to do that one day for style points. Granted, that requires, like, finishing on the right side anyway. Hello. Hello again. Oh, I walked preemptively? I walked preemptively. That was a mistake I made. I just kind of like panicked because I was like so like enclosed in the corner. This is making me realize that it's still so goddamn hard to do Wily 5 consistently. I think I just got like a bit overconfident. Or like unjustifiably confident. More so. Also, I just have, like, high standards for my consistency on Wily 5, I guess. Given that, like, now I've been starting to do attempts from the start of the game. And Wily 5 is basically just, like, a hyper-abridged early game. It's so funny though, the fact that you can actually argue that like Wily 4 to N is a harder run than start to Wily 3, or even start to Wily 4. I don't know if I'd agree with that, but like it is It is an argument you can make. And I would be willing to hear that. I have, like, made the argument myself, not knowing if I agree with it or not. So I know it's kind of crazy how many, like, Robot Masters feel like non-issues now, and the ones that don't. Like, genuinely, Plug has been a not insignificant run killer anymore, and Gemini is just a complete jobber at this point. Like, huh? I'm gonna check something, hold on. I don't know why I did that movement in this room. Hello. Oh, hi, hello. Oh, I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to mash that out. Why did I play this room like that, and why did it work? If this no hits, I'll play Wily 6. Maybe once I'm, like, closer, trying to, like, spam Wily 5 to end as much as possible could be a good strategy. Like, I don't know, like, trying to get at least one Wily 5 to end every day. Just to, like, reinforce that I can do it, but I don't know if that's viable time-wise. If I didn't have time constraints, I would consider it, definitely. That is such a sketchy green. posse. Oh, I did it too early. I need to practice Mega Man 2 posse again. In a minute. Doing all the Robot Master fights is good, though. In, like, under 20 minutes. With some deep deaths of that. Again? Is it like... Am I messing up the spacing? I think I'm messing up the spacing. I was definitely messing up the spacing. Did I mess up the visual cue? Yeah, I did. I thought it was the second block, not the third. I'm gonna try and do this fight multiple times in a row. Why is Mega Man 2 posse so hard today? This is like not a hard fight. Is it just that I haven't played it in a while? I mean, good that I find this out at least. Much less on like a throwaway session. Or not a throwaway, but like not like a doing anything of substance session. Or like this is something of substance, but it's not like something of note, really. Why? Messing up parts of the fight that I should never be messing up. I have a 10x on this fight. Oh, is that a better visual cue, actually? For metal? Okay, that was a timing mistake. That is a better visual cue. Air hits? I think this is just the worst Mega Man 5 posse session I've had since learning it. Not Mega Man 5 posse, Mega Man 2 posse. I'll try to get a streak on this to get the shakes out. Maybe it's just having the shakes. Okay, we're getting somewhere again. That new metal visual cue kind of makes that part of the fight just piss, honestly. Or like it's a flash visual cue, really. It's like where to stand when Flashman freezes. I'm so grateful that this fight has like consistent ordering for everything, because if Flash could just come out at any time, and you have to like preemptively decide where on the screen you want to be for like as many attacks as possible, I don't think this game would be viable. Mega Man 2 policy where like Flame or like Flash can just like assist any other Robot Master at any time before you know which Robot Master it's gonna be. Just like wins. There has to be some kind of timing for Wood. Maybe it's like 2 quick shots and like a. Maybe that's something. Okay, that's actually fairly consistent. Hi, Pixel. I'm just trying to optimize, I'm just trying to optimize the posse fight right now. I found that strat for the wood attack that makes it more consistent, where you just, like, do 2 shots at the start and then a full jump, and then full jump, like, immediately after. Because if you just do the full jump, like, frame 1, then you're not going to jump into the leaf shield, but if you, like, do the 2 shots as, like, a means of delaying it, then gives you the time you need. Also, it's just free damage. Forgot to do it, but it's fine. Like, even if you forget to do it, it's like, I still have a good enough sense of the timing that, like, just doing the timing raw is a fine backup. It's not that it's a tight timing, it's just, like, an easy one to, like, misjudge more than anything. So, like, giving yourself clear judgment of it is really helpful, despite the fact that it's not really a tight frame window at all. It is that it doesn't matter frame, basically. This song is just chord jacks. The just mirror is just like a weird pattern, or like a weird set of RNG for Tornado. Turbo velocity is so fast in this, I forget it sometimes. Okay, last attempt. I think the thing is, like, even on days when I can only have a short session, I still want to, like, try to have a session ideally. Unless it's just way too late to, like, do anything. Or I'm, like, deciding that it's, like, better to just take the day off. They didn't react to split for like a while. I think my eyes were just playing tricks on me. I think I was thinking I was getting different telegraphs than I was. I'll do sheet stuff real quick. I got it now. Shortest session in a minute, huh? The thing is, it's like I do still want to play the M1.2. It's just kind of hard for me to like get out of like the doing nothing slump after getting out from classes sometimes. And also just classwork in general being blah. Okay. Is anybody of note doing anything right now? I might read off the ashes. I haven't made them. Yeah, I'll read off the ashes, I think. Because I've raided a heck a couple times. And I don't want to just like keep spam raiding the same people. Solid consistency session. Nice that I found out that I still need some work on Mega Man 2 Posse. It's better to just figure that out on a session like this where like nothing of any real significance is happening. But like it was a 30-minute session. I couldn't really do much of anything. But for a 30-minute session, it was like